Yeah, my name is Clifford George. I'm an artist, and I say I keep fate with a departed time. Well, a lot of people years ago, they used to say, don't go crossing the fairy paths in the woods. You know, you see little sticks and everything, because if you do, if you go in the woods, take a bit of bread to give to the fairies, or turn your shirt inside out and they won't bother you, and all this kind of stuff. Well, I say, pray the Lord you're going to meet the good fairies. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to tell you about Uncle Gabe. See, Uncle Gabe had a big Clydesdale, a big horse. And in the evening, he'd take her down under the flakes so she could eat the chickweed and stuff like that. And for a whole week, every time he'd take her at the barn, he heard little voices upstairs saying, you fetch, I fetch, you fetch, I fetch, right? And he didn't know really what it meant. He didn't know what it was all about. He figured he was going senile or something. Or, you know, he didn't believe in fairies. A fetch is something seen which resembles a human person. So this evening he went down to get his horse, and he said, well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave my horse there. I'm going up in jigging hole this evening, and I'm going to get myself some squid to put on my trawl tomorrow morning, because him and his brother was going fishing, right? And when he went to look at his horse, and they heard him again, he heard the voice again, you fetch, I fetch. He went into the old fishing stage, and his brother's oilskins was put somewhere else, and somebody switched the oilskins they played tricks on, right? And his boots, he wouldn't put his feet down the boots. His brother's boots one of his brother's boots was over there, and one of his was over there. So when they put them on, they were on the wrong feet and the wrong boots. So he laughed at all that, and he went on. He went out to get in his boat to go up in jigging hole. And when he put his foot down to get on the boat, someone else put their foot there, and the boat went down about a foot. Well, he said, there's someone in the boat with me this evening. There's something disturbing going on. So he could hear chains rattling in the boat, like somebody rattling chain and everything in the boat, right? When he was going up in jigging hole. So he got up in jigging hole, and he says, well, I got to get rid of that bastard, he said, that's in the boat. Now, in actual fact, you stop and think for a minute. You know, the fetch is in the boat with him. There's somebody belonged to him. It's evening time now. It's coming on dark. It's a spooky thing in having the boat with you. So when he gets up on the beach, when he goes into the beach, he sets going to Old Fort Landing, goes into the beach, and he says to him, now boy, wherever you are, get the hell out of my boat. And when they jumped, he heard the chain too, when they hit the beach rocks. And as he walked up over the beach rocks, he saw the beach rocks parting. He could hear him and see him. And that voice, he could hear them laughing. Somebody laughing, like little people laughing, right? He pushed his boat off to go out and jingle. And when he turned around and looked on the high water mark, looking out at him was his own brother. In full form, buddy. So he didn't tell his brother anything about it, right? He went home, took his squids down, he bait the trawl for the next morning, got all the trawl ready and everything like that. And he went and called his brother early, and the two of them went down to go fishing. And when he went down to go fishing, the oil skins and everything was all frigged up again, the same tricks played on them, right? So they went out and set the trawl out on the fishing grounds. And then they said, well, we'll go in now and have a lunch. See, that's what you do then. Around 10:30, you have a lunch down on the fishing grounds, and you hand line for fish until your trawl gets full of fish. Well, they were sitting down. This was bothering Uncle Gabe about what he heard and what he saw, how he saw his brother. And he said, sure, there's nothing to this. He says, nothing wrong with my brother. He said, he's fine, right? So they says, now it's about an hour and a half gone now, and he says, now the best thing for us to do now, Gabe says, go out and haul the trawl, see how much fish we got. And his brother says, yes, that's fine with me, boy. Selb was his brother. Selb says, I can see the boy now, plain as day. He said, there on the water, it was a calm day. Now, you know how the water plays tricks on you. You can see an omen on the water that's not even there. But he was plain, and he was sure as the day was long. And he said to Uncle Gabe, keep staring her this way, this way, this way. And the boy then was a long stick and a big wooden boat, like, with a spruce top on top, you know, so you could see it all over the place. So when he reached for the buoy, it wasn't there, it was gone. And he turned around and he said, that's the funniest thing ever I saw in my life, he said. He said, Gabe, he said, I reached for the boy and he's not there. And two of them got a funny feeling all over him, right? So he sat back in the boat and he said, I don't feel too well now, Gabe, boy, I'm getting weak. And he died and they hid the boat. Just like that, right there in the boat. Yeah. I'm gonna drink some tea when this is over.